Good evening, or night, or morning, depending on when you're watching this. It is somewhere around 8:30. Um, it's crazy because last Thursday I came on here and I was excited that it was Thursday because I was saying it was my Friday. Man, if we could go back a week. It's Thursday. I'm so over it, y'all. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I am done. Between these kids, they get on my nerves, y'all. That's no surprise. Y'all have kids. Hey, T. The homeschool life, what you over? Hey, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm just mood swings too. Oh my gosh, you put all it's it's the kids, but they're irritating me because of these mood swings. I'm telling you, every year I get it's just different symptoms and signs, and I don't like um I don't want to say I'm mean, but I don't like being grumpy or just I'm just irritated and I don't like it. And so that's what is bothering me so much because I just don't like it. And then it's making me I'm just so sensitive to a lot of stuff. But I'm telling you, these kids seem like they're just going at it. I don't know if it's just me or I'm just extra sensitive, but I'm like, you know what? I had half a mind to send everybody to bed without eating dinner, y'all. No, I'm not bad. They were eating a snack. But it just kept going on and on and on. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just breathe, y'all. For real. Just breathe. That's what I have to do sometimes just to, bring it back. So, if you guys looked at that thumbnail, that's where the day started. You guys, I talked to you guys about the cleaning the air ducts, getting it professionally done seasonally, and yes, it costs a lot of money. Also, maintaining that junk. That was the one downstairs. I had to go tackle that. Let me not use that word. Tackle that vent. So I'm up on a ladder. I did vlog a little bit to show you. And before somebody say get a Swiffer, no, y'all. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. But Swiffer don't work. And I'm OCD like that, so I have to. It might take some of it off, but once that stuff, if it starts to, it builds up, and the stuff on the actual grit, you have to, get up there and wipe it off. And yeah. So I was tired this morning before anything, that's a workout right there. But those are you need soap and water, yeah. And yeah, you got to manipulate. So I had to do all of that. Um I use vinegar and a spray bottle. And once you if you do dust it with a duster or whatever, but like I said, you get up there and you get close to it and you spray it. So I'm up on the ladder. You will see all that sludge just start to fall off. And it's like, okay, I was going to leave that on there, just because I don't feel like wiping. I know y'all do that. It's too much. It took me probably, I don't know, a good 45 minutes because y'all know I'm not that tall, even with the ladder. So I'm up there and and that thing is big too. So, but the one outside in the library, that one was cool. It didn't take that long to clean it. But yeah, that beast was tired, and my brother was not here. He came when I had just finished because I would have had him do it. But yep, I had to get that sucker cleaned out because it was a mess. And so, what else have I done? I don't even know. How many did you have to clean? The two. It's just two main ones, and then just the ones in the bedrooms. They don't real. Those aren't the ones with the. It's we have one in our room with the filter, but it's real small. So I cleaned that one, and just the rest of the rooms. They're just the basic airflow, and so those aren't really that hard. But the ones with the actual filters in, those are the ones. Oh my goodness, that's in my eye. And yeah, I was sitting up there thinking, how can I vlog this? But I wasn't about to because I was up on the ladder, and I was actually. It was funny because I was talking to myself in my head. I said, now if I was vlogging this, somebody would be saying, girl, be careful, don't fall, because it was some moments where I kind of just, so I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to y'all. Y'all probably be nervous trying to watch it. But I got that done. My husband called me, what you doing? And then when he found out what I was doing, he was like, oh, so he already knew. Let me just not say nothing too much, because I know she not in a good mood after all that. Nope. So yeah, like I said, I am not that tall, so it's a difficult job. But that's why stuff like that, I could hire somebody to do that, because I don't want to be bothered with doing that kind of thing. The other thing, oh my gosh, I had to do some hair. I got one down, man. Everybody else want to come in here, and it's like, I don't know. I comb my kids' hair, but I don't really pay attention. It's not anything really of importance. But I was sitting here doing Layla's hair, and it was like, wow. I said, Layla, look at your hair. Did you realize your hair was that long? And she was like, no. I said, yeah, your hair is super long. I sent Jasmine some pictures. She's like, Mom, look at Layla's hair. Her hair is like crazy long. And I'm like, yeah, it just don't look like it. But oh my gosh, I had to wash that child's hair. I blow dried it, and I went ahead and flat ironed her hair. And I think that's what I'm gonna just, because it was just so at her roots, she had a lot of new growth, and it was just a lot of I had to do too much. And I'm like, forget this. Let me get this thing, and so I can get down to your scalp and your roots and all of that. And I only good part is I did take some pictures to show you guys. Her hair has always been, all their hair is very healthy. And I think I talked about this when I did my hair. But I only had to trim like a half inch. This when you guys, I don't know if you have girls or even yourself, a lot of times we try to hold on to that straggly hair, and that's not what you want to do. I mean, if it's not straggly and it's just uneven, you really don't have to cut it. But when it gets to the point where you pull it and you can see through it, like if you're laying it like it was laying against her shirt, you can see through it. It was literally only this much that you could see through. Okay. That's all I cut. And it's still in the bathroom, but that's all I cut off. Their hair is so healthy. Um, I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I don't constantly have to trim their ends and cut and all of that. I just leave it alone, and it just grows like that. But yeah, once I got done manipulating, her hair was just like, wow, girl, this is a lot of hair. So I have to do the other two, and you already know Zion is the one I'm dreading. That chick should be down to her behind by now. But we shall see. I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna let me do it. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm tired. I can't do anything else. I need to work on some stuff, but LOL. So yeah. I think I'm gonna have to leave some stuff for tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. And I don't know, I had plans for doing something else, but I didn't because what did we do Friday? I don't know what happened Friday. We went to the movies. No, we didn't. We went to the movies in the rain. That was Saturday. I don't know what happened Friday. We went to the store. Did we go to the movie? We did go to the movies. We went to the library in the rain. Anyway, we didn't do too much Friday, and that threw off Friday to Monday, and then Monday we went to the bookstore and some other places, and so I was like, you know what, we can't go anywhere else, and we're not gonna get anything done. I don't know. I'm not the type to, if we have to school, we have to school. Educational or not, I'm not gonna make every little outing, um, say, oh, it's educational. That's not. We can't be running the streets. Not cool, y'all. It's not cool. You got to homeschool. So we shall do that. Some people, yeah, oh, it's a learning experience. No, just because you want to go to Target, and yes, we did have to go to Target. We had to go to pharmacy. I think y'all probably heard that this week. But that ain't educational, y'all. Quit doing that. Oh my goodness, because I know y'all try to pass that stuff off in a hot minute. It's not, okay? You wanted to go to Target. You wanted to go to Dollar Tree. That's not educational. You're teaching your kids how to go broke. So, yeah. But no, we legitimately went to Barnes Noble to be consumers. Huh? Yeah. Um, and they did get a little, if you guys saw that, them little dolls, which I talked about the next day. I did actually, I knew I saw those dolls. I saw them dolls for $10. But me, I mean, I did tell them I was going to buy them. And ultimately, if I hadn't found them for $10, then I would have just went ahead and bought the other ones because I had already told them. And I don't do that to my kids. I don't tell them they can have something and then say it's too much. I just, I said it, you can have it. But yeah, I knew I saw dolls. I just was not gonna pay $20 for one doll because that's 20, 40, $60. We got stuff to buy. All right, so I have put up the room. You guys have seen the room, and you saw probably 2 weeks ago I did the little vlog, a little chat at night, and showed you guys. But yesterday I put up. Got to run to baseball game. Have fun. The room. I put up the living room so you guys see the living room. I'm going to answer because I know somebody's asking about the rug. There's also matching pillows to the rug and some more stuff. So I'll be like I said. I did ask you guys a thumbs up if you want to see the rest because I won't bother. If it's not anything of interest, but um, like I said, it's piece by piece sort of thing. I'm not really trying to put a lot down there because the furniture itself costs a lot. Um, and not really knowing uh in the other house. I know that stuff is going in our movie room. So I don't want to get really designer with it. I don't want to do that. I just cuz I want to take it to the other house and excuse me. I know I'm going to have to do the living room. So, but it's something for now. And kind of the same thing with the bedroom. I don't want to do too much. Um, I think what did I do in here? The bed. Yeah. I spent a good chunk in the room, a good chunk in our bedroom. Um, that's because of the bedding, but yeah, I think it was cool. So it's nice. It works. It's sexy. It's vibe. If y'all, you know, the lights there. It just, I don't know. It just adds so much. It's so calm. I did the right thing, and I was actually thinking of taking the lights. What I did on this wall, I think I'm gonna put it on the wall in front of me with the picture. I wanted those lights really, really add a lot. And I have two more. I just don't have the sconces. So I think I'm gonna get two more sconces. And I think them suckers were like $50, I think. Just the sconces. But I think I'm gonna get two more and put it on the other side because it brings a lot of light. But just having them behind me, I would like to have some in front of me too because I think that just looks cool. So hit the remote and the lights just it's just so peaceful in here, and that's what I like. I need peace and calm and get my sanity sometime. So my husband was really he liked the way it came out. He would he just was like, okay, um, this is your deal. Yeah, it's my deal. My design, my money, and I just went with it. So the girls, I have gotten something for their room. I haven't done anything to the boys' room, but I did do something for the girls' room a little bit. It looks cute. Thank you. So I have to remind them again that we're not doing too much. We're not getting ready to. I'm not getting ready to. I was showing them pictures of the one of the old rooms or a couple of the old rooms, kids' old rooms. I'm not getting ready to custom decor that room yet. I'm gonna wait till we build the other house. So no, no designer paints or anything, but just little bitty, little touches. They have some little African art in their room right now, and so I'm gonna do the boys' room, and that'll be it. But yeah, sometimes I just don't have time to look and decide. It just it's everybody else that's telling me, Mom, put something here, put something here. I'm like, look, why don't y'all, I don't know. It's like they don't know how to. And then when I do um, want to do something, it's like, oh, you want to spend, spend, spend. I'm not trying to spend nothing. I'm trying to keep my little money. I have plans for my money. When in I'm not gonna say, but we were not planning on. I'm going this summer. We really intend on building. Yeah, soon. Sometime either to have it done by next June or start building by next June, if that makes sense. But I'm going this June to go and look and see to make sure that what I want is going to be where I want it. Otherwise, we have to go to another city, which I really don't want to do unless I pick out another plan. But I haven't found another plan or another builder that builds anything remotely like that. So I just want to make sure I can get that locked in. If I have to do it sooner than next year, then we're going to do it sooner than next year. But it'll probably still be after June, which we won't move in until sometime around the first of the year. So I'm just going to say next year. Um, for the short answer, because it's probably going to take 6 months. But and that's if there's no rain. because I know rainy season starts in the summer. That's why I'm not going to start. Let me see. When did we start building the last house? We started in December, or one house over here. Yeah, we started in December. Another one we started in, it was always in the winter. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's going to take that long. So, hopefully we'll still able to, there'll be lots big enough to put the house on where we are. And, it won't be anything too major. But yeah, it's time. And I'm also, on the same token, I'm looking for land. And I have my ideas flowing again. And it's like, I want some land out here. Y'all know we have land in Mississippi. I want some land out here. So I've been looking in our little country city, and it's a lot of stuff out here. If we had done this years and years and years ago, 20 years ago, this would have been cool. But nobody imagined. It's like there's nothing there. Nobody wants nothing where there's nothing. You can't imagine. We didn't imagine the growth of how things would come up. But I'm looking for something. So yeah, and it's funny because a friend of mine, we're actually considering buying together. And so that ought to be interesting, y'all. It's really interesting. I hope you guys meet her one day, but very interesting. She's from India. So, we like two peas in a pot, y'all. Just, two peas in a pot. But and let me see. I met her about 2000 and I want to say it was 2003. Yeah, we came from California, something like the second time. They followed us. And it was funny because when we met them, she told me where they came from. And I'm like, we just came from out there, literally right there. And we've been friends ever since. So kids were really, really little when we met. And yeah, it's crazy. But I just have taken a lot from her, whether it's cooking or culture or just whatever. So it's just really fun to have a diverse group of friends, from all across the world. But yeah, she is just I mean, we like sisters, just like sisters. So yeah, man, we looking for stuff. And y'all, in fact, she's one of my I still have this school thing in my head, and I'm still trying to, it's there. I'm not really active. I'm looking for space, and I'm thinking about that land as well. Okay. Um I'm thinking about the potential. But we had always said years ago that we wanted to go in together in business. And she looking at I mean, we've been talking about, the school thing, and she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So, like I said, with me, I can have ideas, and they seem kind of like I don't know, like a pipe dream, but I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything, but I know people. And that's all I need is people. Once I start talking to people and the right people, people want to help. And I know people that, in high places. So that's why I said I could really do this if I wanted to. I just, Like my husband says, sometimes you just say stuff and you just procrastinate and you won't follow through. And sometimes I don't because I don't know. I just don't, what I talk to you guys about. I don't want that shine. I don't want that shine on me. I don't know. But I'm really going to um, actively continue to follow through on this. Some stuff, like, it's not really something I have to really feel it in my heart. I can want things and know how to do it, but if I don't really have a true calling for it, I don't want to really pursue it, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I'm going to we're going to sit down and talk about it and really, network and stuff like that between everybody and just come up with something, because what I'm looking for, somebody might already have. I just haven't really asked. And so I might be overthinking it. But I don't know. Just I think this is really something that I'm meant to do. I don't know. I have to sit down and make sense of it myself. So once I get everything, yes, I'm still working on the, on the curriculum and stuff. And something I want to say. I think I said something the last time I have started on a new component of the curriculum. So I'm just going to, go ahead and add that in. And I had to hire somebody to help me because I'm great, but I'm not that great. There's not enough hours in a day. I can't type that fast, especially with having to do all the stuff I have to do. So, yeah, that's the fun part though. On topic, what writing program are you using in your video? They are using classic writing, and that is based off McGuffey's. I'm going to show you guys I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a little walkthrough of those books, and I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do a little video, and it's kind of gonna be a little. I don't know. For those of you that use McGuffey's, there is something. Um, I showed you guys, how I do the words and stuff like that. Anybody can do that, but there's actually something that goes along with it. And classic writing series, classic reading series, they both go with McGuffey's, and the classic arithmetic goes with Ray's arithmetic. Those are little books like this, and I'm so lazy. I have some right here, but um there's 4 of them per year per level. So they are graded. Well, no, I'm going to take that back. They're not graded, they're leveled, just like McGuffey's. They're not graded, they're leveled. They have suggestions for the levels, but they're not really graded. And I have some that are that's why I want to share with you guys, because I have some extra ones, a lot of extra ones. But it takes you a minute to figure out, like, if they're in one level in the reading, if they're using the McGuffey readers, they might be in a different level in the book. That's why you guys see the twins using level the eclectic first reader, even though they're not in the first reader. They're in the middle of the second reader. But according to the book, the work text, they're in the first one, and then it progresses. But that's in the writing portion. But in the wait, let me make sure I'm saying this right. They were let me see, writing. Okay, in the reading portion, yeah, because somebody asked me, and I said third grade, and it wasn't third grade. They're in the fourth grade, so it's different. It's a little difficult to explain, and you can't really, if you, I don't know, if you don't, nobody shared them, so I got to share them. But if you don't use the McGuffies, you wouldn't really understand it. You have to really look through those books to figure out how to use them, and not that hard. But it's a little tricky to figure out. Let me see. Just pick up one real quick. I don't even know which one this is because I can't see. Okay, I can't. Let me see. Pull up one. Okay, here's one right here. So you can see it. Here is a. Oh, this is nobody's book. Nobody uses this. It's an extra book. Let me show you. All right, this is a series book 2. Oh, first grade ish book 2. You can see they're really small. There's the answer keys in this books. Um, but they go along with the McGuffies, and this is really simple. Right here it starts out with consonants. I think it starts with. It might start with writing just the letters or something. No, there we go. Write A in the gives you a little procedure thing. Your child has to be able to read or read it yourself. These assignments, just like the math, if you know, well, I stand there with the camera. That's the thing. When I'm giving the little kids their math book, I come back upstairs. They do their math. They do their stuff on their own because I'm usually watching the other two and making sure they're doing, what they need to do. Um, but these books are made for the kids to be able to do on their own. So they're a little bit more, they are fill in the blank, but this is not fill in the blank stuff because they have to read it to be able to do it. Now, this is a first level, so this is, fairly easy. But what you see the twins doing, they have to read that stuff. And even the other two, they have to read it. It, gives them a section, read, study, and then they have to write. If they don't read it, they're not going to know what to do. But if they read it, they understand. It's just long. It's not, you're reading one sentence and then fill in the blank. So is it teacher intensive? It's not. I'll answer that, later on and, when I do share, but it's not. They have to be able to read. But they work so well and they've just been working through these forever and it's simple. Words and sentences. I don't know. Saying right from left to right, being as a boy. Tony and Don. I don't know. But yeah, this one is the writing. The reading one is goes along with they all have to do with the McGuffies and something in it, but this is mainly the handwriting. Teach them how to write sentences and grammar and stuff like that. So, and then they have it's a 4-day deal, and they have a review, and then they have a quiz. The thing I don't recommend, especially the higher the levels get, is 4-day because some of that stuff, like in the twins in the fourth level, that stuff is very I get confused sometimes. And I was just thinking about that today, and I was like, I have to remember when I talk about these, don't recommend 1, 2, 3, 4-day because by the time they get to this quiz, some of this stuff, yeah, I would say 2-day and then the quiz, or do it, do 2 days and do the first part of the quiz because it's broken up. The quiz covers everything that they learned, but some of it can get a little confusing. And I try to share an example of what I mean when I show it, but yeah, all of it's not like that. But that's pretty much how it is. Um, a quiz there, a review here. Like I said, on the reading book, I might pull one of those up in a minute. The review is mostly filled with reading. They have to read like a whole page, which if you had, oh, my child doesn't like to read, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, but this is like the simplest stuff ever. But it's simple, but it's complicated. It's very effective. And somewhere in here, it's right in here. Usually I can feel it. I don't feel it. Like I can feel it. I'll pull up a reading one right quick, just to show you guys. Hold on, really quick, if I can pull one out. Oh, I don't see one. I'm gonna have to go get one. Let's see. Flip it around. I know there's one in here. Let me see. I just don't feel like opening up my door, listening to somebody. Oh yeah, there's some over here. I don't know which one I'm pulling up. Okay, these two. I'll show you guys quickly an example of a reading book. Since you that way, this will help me remember to actually do the vlog. All right, this is a 4, a level 4 2, and like, let me see. Gives you your little, tells you what you need to use this. You need the first reader, and like I said, this is his first reader, and it's a level. I mean, in the McGuffey's reader, you need the first reader, but this book is a level 4, like grade 4. So don't get thrown off by that, because it's not so much the reading level, but it's the content in it. It gets harder. So, and then you also need the second reader, which they are in the second reader. But if you've been watching, you see that this stuff is not simple stuff. So even though they're doing it out of the McGuffey's first reader, it's not simple stuff. And this is blank. Like I said, I have a lot of extras. So some of these are for the other kids when they get in this level, but I do have extra books. Like the one I just showed you, that's the first level. Nope, that's nobody's book. Here's a review. So this is, when it's review time, here's your review. They have to do this review. They have to read the review in order to do the quiz. So there's no really no point in testing the kids or anything like that. If they have done what they had to do over the course of a couple of days, then they should be able to, go back over and do this little quiz and help you guys out. Whew. There's some vowel teams. And it'll tell you, spelling. You're working out of the McGuffey spelling book. You guys know what that book is. The eclectic speller. You're writing vowel teams. And see, they know this stuff, but sometimes just the term they have forgotten from, a couple years back, vowel team. They know what it is. If I tell them, don't you remember that? Oh, yeah, I remember. It's called vowel team. They don't know what that. Kids forget stuff like that. We forget. I don't know what it is. I didn't remember till I picked up the book. I'm like, oh, yeah, I just know E and A go together. O and A. Okay. As long as I can read it. So there you go. Syllables and things like that. And there's another review. And there's another quiz. So they're writing vowel teams. Sometimes they're doing syllables. Sometimes they'll have misspelled words. Cause and effect. Yeah. And in these books, oh boy. I have to remember not to go in the middle. You get the answer key. And so my kids don't know the answer keys are in the book, so I didn't tear them out, but they tell you to take the answer keys out. My kids have no idea. Not that they would look, because they actually like to do their work, but they're in here. And then you get some tests in here. So that's what that looks like. But uncommon phonograms. Write one of these words on each line. Infers, comparison, contrast. So I don't know if your kids are, they're up into this, a speaker or a writer. What does a speaker or a writer do? Like I said, it really does challenge them to, they have to be able to read and understand. You can explain it to them, but again, this is written for them. It tells you in the beginning of the book for them, these are written directly to the child. They work independently as much as possible. It should be neat and all of that. So a lot of times, of course, you'll see them write neatly and they try not to erase and stuff like that. They just don't like to erase. It tells you how to score it. Careless or wrong work, that type of thing. But again, I will go through this in a whole separate video, just to kind of show you guys. Phonics Made Plain. That is it is part of the McGuffey's, their little recommendations. If you don't have it, you just need some blends and digraphs and vowel team cards, that type of thing. Everybody pretty much has those. You need something like that to just remind the kids, but they do have the examples in here. I don't know. It tells them in here. But that's what it's for. I mean, if you need some, get some, or get the Phonics Made Plain cards. But it will give them examples in here to use. So again, dictionary skills. But yeah, a lot of this and a lot of these, you'll notice the dark words. You remind them that they really need to read this, because these dark words are things that are going to be covered on the quiz. They're going to, use those in these exercises. They also have to remember them for the quiz, because it's going to say, give them a definition, and they have to remember, oh, that was this. And like I said, sometimes by day 5, they might have forgotten what that term is. So they, really have to pay attention and hear to kind of know what they're doing. But yeah, pretty straightforward. So write the correct spelling. Just really easy. And again, McGuffey spelling is like college prep, SAT prep. So yeah. And that is a 4. This is a level 2. I'll show you guys quickly in here. Just kind of the difference. This is 2, 1. So second level, book 1. This is how this starts off. With vowels, short vowel sounds. I think, yeah, I don't even know which one we on. I have to show you guys, because we've been using these all along. I don't know where we are in this. Somebody using this one? I think somebody's using this one. I don't know. What is that? That looks solid. Are you using the same thing? Yeah, yeah. We're gonna stick with these. We've been using them. Um, we've been using them. So you guys are gonna see the ones that are probably gonna show you the ones that are written in, so you can just see, not the blank ones. But yeah. Or unless I show you a like a 4-4 or 4-3, because I think those are the two that they haven't done. Then I'll show you the blank ones. But these are my extra books. So yeah. So for second level or second gradish, yeah, it is a lot of, I wouldn't say switching back and forth, but they do have to switch because they're doing something here and then they have to go back and they have to read in their textbook. It'll tell them to do their spelling. And if you watch in the math, math on the bottom of the quiz page, you are to use the textbook to use the word problems. And see, they love the word problems, but that's where I use the tutor. I use the tutor for that sometimes because, it's like I have to go do something else with somebody else. So I pull it up on the playlist and be like, look, watch it. So they watch the lesson on there and they take turns answering the word problems and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a review there and a quiz there. So not too strenuous, but it's more than yes or no. And then, we spell long vowels 3 different ways. Oh, really? It's like, wait a minute, long vowels 3 different ways. I got to think about that. Okay. So, sometime they can get through it. What else? There is reference to God because this is McGuffey's. So if somebody's, partial to that, we just reading and keep going. But I'm this is not, I wouldn't say this is Christian base. It just has that aspect because it's not heavy. It's sprinkled just like in the McGuffey's. This was written from McGuffey's, if that makes sense. So it's not they were created, he in his mind, William McGuffey, Christian, but it's not heavily what am I trying to say? It's not, it's there, but it's not in your face. So, it is what it is. But again, this is I think Zion and Leah doing this level. So if a 5-year-old can do this, I don't know about your 5-year-olds. I have one that's kind of advanced. So the 5-year-old can do this. But I want to say this is 7-year-old, 6, 7-year-old. It just depends on how well your child is reading. And no, I'm not saying that they know how to read all of this. You see me in the videos, I will read through the stuff with them, but they do read out of the books. They read their stories. But no, they don't have to know how to read every single word here in order to do the lessons. And then you get a review 5 and 6 and a quiz 5 and 6 together. And there is there's an answer key as well, and this is a test on the whole book. There's an answer key in all of them. Like I said, my kids don't know that there's an answer key, so that they don't bother to look, and I don't have to worry about these. So, but yeah, I will do a whole little deal on these things and explain to you guys a little more about since I never have, I just chose you what we had, and pretty much I used the what is it, the right source to kind of as a speed way to teach them grammar and writing, the mechanics. I wanted to kind of get that in there, and I knew that that textbook would do that without making them do a whole bunch of like what's in this book. I wanted them to, because they already had a kind of a good handle on it. I just wanted them to kind of get down to the basics. So I knew we could just fly through that stuff and not have to spend a whole lot of time. But in here, they're really learning, now that they've learned how to write things and all that kind of stuff, they're really learning the rules more, and more of the mechanics. It's more in depth. The textbooks really don't do it. The what else have I seen? I don't know. We haven't really done anything else besides the McGuffies. I don't know. Just what I was doing on my own. Um, I haven't seen anything else that's really, kind of pulling things apart. Just basic books that they read and stuff like that. I kind of point, vowel teams and digraphs and stuff like that, blends. I do a lot of that myself. So it's not like it's something that I have to spend a lot of time doing now that they can do it pretty much on their own. So anything else? But yeah, you guys look out in the next. Really, I want to get this. I'm gonna answer those questions. I said Saturday, so I'm probably gonna do the answers to the Saturday or Sunday. Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna answer the questions that you guys asked, and then I will get. I'm gonna show you guys the actual work that they have done with the McGuffies, and then I'm gonna show you through these books. And I'm going to do the library. I'm gonna show you guys the library. You guys saw a glance in the library, and I know y'all said show them the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the whole thing and the mess of it all, because one of those shelves I said there was like extra. You saw some of them stacked, but some of them were like doubled in the back, and those are the ones that were on one of the shelves that I showed you already, and one in the picture. I haven't even showed you guys those books, but it's already full of books. So I'm gonna um show you guys the library, stuff like that, and we're gonna get into some more talks, some more chats. I I have some serious questions. I know some of you guys may think I'm just kind of off, but I have some serious questions, and I'm just, I'm trying to make sense of it. I don't knock anybody. I don't know. There's just questions, and I'm like, am I the only one that thinks like this? I don't know. And hey, Charlene, girl, you really, you've been seriously on my heart. And I just was like, I know you're okay, you know, I know with the baby and all of that, but I just kept saying, I miss Charlene. So I'm glad you popped in here. Um, I know it's hectic. So yeah, I have these questions that I know I'm not the only one. I'm just trying to make sense of things, and I want a lot of input because I just want to know how people think. I'm just curious like that. I don't like to make assumptions about things. Um, you know, theories or nothing like that. I just want to ask. IEW did not work for us. I put it on the shelf. My son did not like it. Okay, yeah, I remember you said that. Copy work narration. Yeah, and see, that's what's written. They do copy work. They do my own copy work, and that's what's being. That's what I'm working on in my curriculum. You guys are going to get my own copy work in the curriculum if you um use it. So it is, of course, if I'm writing an African American curriculum, they're getting African American copy work. I'll leave it right there. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. But yeah, they do my own copy work in my own dictations and stuff like that. But I have used McGuffey style, and I have to share with you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the work that they have been producing for the past. I'm telling you, some of the stuff says 2017 or 16 or something. So that's how long I've been holding off on this, this classic curriculums and all this other stuff. Yeah, but I'm going to show you what they have done, how they have learned, from those materials, and then show you the resources, because I don't just use this what I just showed you. Of course, all the books that we read, a lot of stuff we do work out of that, and talking about the chapter books and stuff that we read as read alouds. There are also like anthologies and things like that that I pull from. And sometimes it's just a short story, but they do some work on that. And sometimes it's just the library books that I pull. That's why I pull out specific books, and I say we use those books. We don't just read from those books. We or just read the story. We use them. So some of it, and now I'm not gonna pull out all the stuff. I have some loose stuff that I can pull out, but I will show you guys. You might see something like Charlotte's Web or something loose, like what's loose still. I think maybe Edward, when we did Edward Tulane. I don't think I put those in their books yet. So you might see something like that. Um but I'll do a video with just the anthologies. That's gonna be like a short, just the literature that I use. So what else? The handwriting. I think I have showed you guys the handwriting. And I'm still doing the plan with me. I haven't finished filming it yet. So I'm going to finish filming that, and then I'll put it up and just kind of show you guys what I do. But it's not complicated. It's easy because of the classic curriculums. All I'm doing is putting the levels. I don't want to make it seem like it's complicated or hard, because I'm really lazy about it. I told you guys the lesson plan book is, we have a love hate relationship. So it works so easy, because with them working on the same, pretty much the same levels or maybe different pages, I don't have to go through and think really, really hard. And basically, I kind of plan backwards. I just most of the time put the whatever they did versus me trying to put down what we're gonna do, if that makes sense. I log it. There you go, log it, because sometimes I can't remember. I don't know. As I see some people want to write, you want to write every single thing down, and I was trying to do that, and I was like, you know what? I can't write every single thing down. You not writing trips to Target in your planner. That's not homeschool stuff. Let me stop. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, some stuff, and like I said, and from January to February is really blank, but I know what we did. We went off on all kind of stuff. So I can't look at a lesson plan book. Nope. Yeah, my brain, I'm a A type person, and that just it overloads my brain. I like to write things down, but something about that book, it just makes me kind of cringe, because I know how much we get done. I don't need the book to tell me, you know, you need to do this. That's just not how I work. We work, we go hard. So it's like, really? So I just, stick a page in there, or stick what's on the top. It's consonants, digraphs, vowel, whatever. And we just work around whatever it is. But I don't stress myself out over that thing. It just, I'm unbothered. Totally unbothered by it. So, but I am gonna, I will show you guys a little, just kind of how it looks, because somebody did ask a while ago, how did I fit everything in there? So you'll be able to see how I fit the stuff in there, and other stuff, you know, music, art, um, history, poetry. It's a long list of stuff. I showed y'all that page probably last year ish or something, that I made. So I'll go back over that again, just show you how I plug that stuff in. But again, it's nothing hard. And I think I might premiere that video. I think I said that before. That way you guys can talk to me while that video is playing. So yeah. That way if there's any more questions, I can answer them right then. But it just, it'll be a premiere. You guys, I don't know if you get the notifications, you'll see it. I'm not on it. I can just type in the comments. And that's how that works. But yeah, it's nothing crazy. And like the art projects. And that's the thing I'm trying to I'm debating on, kind of, in the curriculum. I don't know if you guys do art projects. I'm trying to think objectively and not put so much of us into the curriculum, but it's still us. I don't I don't know how many. I'm still trying to I don't know if I'm gonna put all of them in there. All of the stuff is written in there. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it all in there. All the projects and things like that. I don't know. Or should I just make that separate? I don't know. So that's one thing I'm still trying to tweak and figure out. And my husband's like, you know what? That's where the revision comes in. Put it out, leave it alone, and just let the feedback come in. So I'm like, oh, okay. I guess. But me being the one to have it good to my standards, I can't do that. So I'll get there. I will get there eventually. I'm gonna stop rethinking things because it's there. Just finish working on what I got, what I hired my help for, and be done. That's what I'm gonna do, because I'm just trying to make it more complicated, I think. So thank you. I appreciate your thoughts. I've been MIA because I've been pulled in so many directions. Praise the Most High, remain positive and sane. Yes, but yeah, seriously. Um, I sure was. I mean, yeah, for the past couple days, I've been thinking about you. I'm like, wow, is this ironic or what? And that usually happens when I think about somebody. I was thinking about somebody else, and lo and behold, I heard from them, and I'm like, man, do you know? I literally was just thinking about you. So that's crazy how that happens. But yeah, I can imagine being pulled because, yeah, I get that too, girl. I had to pull myself in here, and I almost locked the door. And they know if I lock the door, that means I'm really on one. They better not even bother. But I had to sit down and chill. I don't know. It's just been crazy. It's been a long week. Um, Saturday. I keep saying Saturday. Okay, Saturday. I did not vlog anything. We went on a Saturday. We never go on a Saturday because it's always crowded. But we went to the library. It was uber crowded. It was pouring rain. Why we went to the library in the pouring rain, I don't know, but we were out all day. And I mean, pouring to the point of flood, not just pouring, because y'all know when it rains here, it floods. So road closes, water all up on the road and everything, and we getting rained in, rained out, having a detour. It was that bad. But we were out at the library, and then we came back and we had to go to Costco, and by that time the road washed out, and yeah, it was a mess. And then we went to the movies to see Best of Enemies. I still can't remember if we saw that Friday or Saturday. It was Saturday. It came out Friday. We didn't go Friday. We went Saturday. So yeah, we saw Best of Enemies. So thumbs up for that. It was good. Very good movie. So yeah, the rain did stop, thankfully. It just, yeah, one of those major floods. And they say somebody saw Noah and the Ark around here in Austin. I'm like, really? But yeah, it really was that bad. And I'm like, man, this is too much. We did have a nice little library trip, and they're doing some moving some stuff around, and me being the person I was, had already gone into the system and picked out some stuff, and did not know that I had it all planned out and mapped out. The stuff was being moved, or whatnot, and yeah. And then the fact that it was crowded didn't make it any better. And I was like, you know what? Just forget this. I don't need that. I can't find it. I don't feel like looking for it. I will come back. But I did come back with quite a few things. And the kids picked out some things. Yeah, yeah, we got 40 books. The kids picked out some things too. So that should be decent. And I don't know if I'll share anything. I can't even remember. We still through Africa. Um, yeah, I picked up some stuff about Africa again, and I think Native Americans. Girl, I am not going anywhere in the pouring rain. I'm telling you, you know how it is out here when it rains. It was so bad. Not even if it drizzles. Yeah, normally I'm not out, but sometime out here when it rain, it just rain and it won't stop, and you just gonna be in the house. But it was to the point where it was. I mean, we waited till it slowed up, but it was like zero visibility rain. It was that bad. And we didn't really get too caught in it by the time we left the library, because it's basically going in the parking garage. It had stopped, and then I think it started back by the time we got home, almost home. And then when we went out to Costco, it started raining again. And I think midway through there, I think I was vlogging in there. Yeah, because I remember saying I think it stopped raining. And it did stop. But by that time, the road was already, we saw the water coming up, and I was like, oh, we are not going to get back home. Not this way. So, yeah, we had already saw the water coming up. But girl, yeah, I know how it is. Like, I don't want to get my hair wet. I said, shoot, forget that. I'm finna go out in this rain. It can get wet. I don't even care. Umbrella, no umbrella. Yeah. Because I was just tired and ready to get out. I'm gonna go outside to the lake, but it's too muddy. I'm like, we gotta wait, maybe next week it'll be dried up. I don't feel like going out there in the mud. Ooh, excuse me. Show you guys the lake. Hmm. What else? Let me show you guys. Oh, we had something interesting happen. You guys are on the Instagram, you saw that. And I haven't shared it. I'm gonna throw it in one of these little vlogs. Um, but the hot air balloon almost, I mean, literally almost landed in the backyard. Yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, because we live near the launch pad. but literally. So that was the highlight of the morning. It was like, it's a hot air balloon right here. I'm like, yep. And sometime in the morning, it'd be like two, three, four of them out. But I just happened to glance at the right time. And I was like, what the freak is in the backyard? And it was a whole hot air balloon. And I'm like, this thing really is landing in the backyard, like in the backyard. So they had to get back up there. But yep, a whole hot air balloon. Oh, ooh, what is that noise? But anywho, yeah, I have to. What else? Something I wanted to ask you guys about. I can't remember. I need to make a list of things because this questions. I'm asking you guys for questions, but I have questions. I need to sit down and make a list of questions to ask because, like I said, I just want to know. I'm curious and I want to know. I know everybody does not think the same way, so I want other people's perspective on things. I'm not a one-sided person. Girl, what do I want to know? I can't remember. It was a couple things I had. Like I said, I'm going through the geriatric stage where I can't remember nothing. But seriously, I gotta start writing stuff down. It'll take me some ginkgo biloba or something. I just stuff really slips my mind. I'm late to the live, girl. That's okay. I wasn't really talking about much, but these kids and long days and cleaning out the air filter and stuff like that. I was tired. 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 But yep, it's been long days this week. My energy last Thursday, I was like, yeah, it's my Friday. Today it's like it feel like Monday. That's what it feel like, Monday. It literally feels like Monday. Like, uh, that's probably why I took Monday and did what I did because I just didn't feel like doing anything. But no, I was really going to look for something. So that was that. And then we had to go a couple of other places. And last place, of course, that's their favorite spot. So I'm gonna show you guys that vlog. I'm gonna probably put that up tomorrow. So at least I can say I got something that happened this week up this week. Hey, Seal. My kids woke up talking about the black hole on the news. Girl, that's crazy. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hey, I told my son to research it further and provide me facts from three reliable sources. Then let's talk. He's scared of supposed to be black hole. Yeah, there you go. Reliable sources. Yeah, that's probably one of the things I want to talk about. So some stuff I hear, some stuff, and I just want to know where y'all getting this information from, because it's like either I'm slow or this just doesn't make sense. Some people been I don't want to you are my nightcap, but thank you. I don't want to talk about anybody, but some stuff people talk about or say, I'm like, where did you get that from? That don't even make sense logically. I'm not just talking about homeschool people. It's just crazy stuff that I just see happening. What that doesn't even make sense. So, but something. It's been a very. I don't know if you guys keep up with I'm pretty sure everybody knows. Everybody knows what happened, and I was just talking. I'm talking about Nipsey, but I was just talking about um stuff. I'm so tired of stuff happening to us. Y'all pay attention, okay? 2020 is coming. But pay attention. Pay attention. From this, we're in April right now. I am so tired of hearing us on the news, YouTube, TMZ, all of R. Kelly, the Braxtons, I can't even remember, Jussie, Nipsey. I'm so tired of hearing about us. Okay? Why all the news got to be about us? I don't hear nothing about them. Okay, well, there is the Kardashian, but then you got Jordan Woods and she black. Do y'all find that coincidence? See, that kind of stuff. Is that a coincidence or is just my little theory? Why all the news got to be about us? Okay, it's all just something bad going on about us. What's gonna happen next? It's gonna be somebody us, okay? We just burying a brother today. Some craziness. There was craziness when it came out. And if you guys know that spot, and they tried to say they couldn't find nobody couldn't find him. Insane. It's freaking cameras and police all over that spot. There's no way that somebody could be right there or even in the vicinity and not be seen, from any angle. The whole thing was just craziness. And it was like, you serious? You don't know which direction? That don't make sense. A man oh my gosh. And it's how many witnesses? Oh boy. And then the thing is this guy the suspect, what they didn't want to tell until whenever people start leaking stuff, was he had 3 family members within the time that he did the shooting. Until the time they caught him, he had 3 family members murdered. Because man, y'all, if you guys don't know, my sister is calling me. Hold on, y'all. Dang, she must be finna getting off work. She yeah, they will retaliate like no other, and that's what they were doing. But it's crazy, just plain crazy what they want to tell you happened. It didn't work like that. The little camera, the footage that they caught doesn't even match the suspect. If y'all really pay attention, it don't match. And I'm like, dude, the person supposedly, it's not a conspiracy. Nipsey was gonna meet with the LAPD and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was. This dude was an informant, a known informant. They knew that. Okay. They knew he was an informant, but supposedly couldn't find him for 24 hours. That don't make sense. And it just so happened one of my cousins was on Facebook the next day. She was literally filming when they found him. She was right there. She was like, see, the tape is right there. He's right in the car. And I'm like, dang, he's right there. He didn't even go nowhere. So it was just a bunch of bull after I saw that. And she was literally filming live right there where they caught him. He didn't go anywhere. You heard about Louisiana sheriff's son bombing. Yes. It's not on the rerun. What's the matter? You're laughing about stuff. You're not laughing about stuff. What are you doing up? Come here. You need to calm down. Did you take that?
No.
We'll get it. That's why you still up?
Yes, we didn't take them yet.
No, you know better. Did she get hers?
I'm still hungry.
Oh, it's bedtime now. Here, take that and then come here, Layla. Here.
I already took mine.
You already took your. Here, put that in there. Girl, it isn't on the rerun on the news. Yeah, I was talking about her hair and they want to see her hair. See? Turn around. Turn. Look. Uh-oh. There. So there we go. Miss Missy. All right. Let me fix that up. I gotta find your thing, your bonnet. Whew. So tell her to calm down and don't say that to you. And go
I'm
get.
still hungry.
That's impossible. As much as you ate. But yeah, it isn't on the news like that. But yeah, it's just so much stuff that they want to take and put on and just think that, want to divert our attention, that it's crazy. I don't understand why they have to try to divert our attention like that. I understand that, yes, those, I'm not downplaying a brother being murdered or nothing like that, but still, it's a big old diversion. It's real stuff that's going on that needs to be attended to. And they want to keep dwelling on bad stuff, like that's all we do. We just thugs and gangbangers, and that really bothered me too, because all the on Ermias's talks, they were talking about him. They all, he did this and he did that, but then they wanted to, oh, he was a known member of the Rolling 60s. Why you got to put that in there? Look at what he did. He turned his life around. Look what he did. Why do you have to dwell on that? Like, man, yeah, he in the hood. He stayed in the hood. What you think? I mean, that's where he lived. That's what he's gonna be. That's what's there. But yeah, that is so crazy. That's why I had to get out of California, because you are literally in the hood, and that's no environment for any black male. Period. It just, if you're there, you're gonna be, it's either gang up or die, and you still gonna end up, in the line. So I couldn't stay out there. I cannot, not knowing, even for the girls, that's just not it's not a safe place to live. Some, I'm not gonna say all of it's bad, but for the most part, yeah. Anyway, I should close my door. Whew, so y'all got to see little chick. So yeah, I did her hair and trimmed off her ends, which, like I said, were not bad at all. Ugh. I just use my oils on us, and I call it the wild growth oil, because it have your hair growing like weeds. But yeah, that's all I do in it. Just keep it healthy and moisturized and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, this y'all know election year is coming up, so they doing all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be so much stuff. Summer is coming. It's gonna be some crazy stuff happening just to divert our attention. So I'm just like, man, I'm so like I said, I'm over it. All this stuff, it's just crazy. I'm so tired of stuff happening. But let me get in here, get off of here, and call my sister back and talk to her. And yeah, I was supposed to talk to her earlier, and I didn't yet. So let me talk to her, because I know she's on her way home, and it's late. And I like to be on the phone to make sure she's okay. So, anywho, guys, watch out for the vlog. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you in the vlog tomorrow. Or talk to you in the vlog tomorrow. In the comments. Good night.